Have you ever asked Claude to complete a large project, only to wonder how it decides what to do first? Whether you're building software, writing documentation, analyzing data, or managing a complex workflow, jumping straight into the work isn't always the smartest approach. That's where planning mode comes in. Planning mode allows Claude to think through a task before taking action. Instead of immediately writing code or making changes, Claude first builds a structured plan, helping reduce mistakes, improve organization, and ensure every step supports the overall goal. Think of it as creating a blueprint before building a house. Planning mode is Claude's way of organizing a project before beginning the actual work. Rather than immediately modifying files or generating code, Claude first analyzes your request. It identifies the project's objectives, breaks large tasks into smaller pieces, recognizes dependencies between tasks, and determines the best order to complete them. Instead of reacting, Claude begins by thinking strategically. Large software projects often involve dozens, or even hundreds, of connected tasks. Without planning, it's easy to miss important files, overlook dependencies, or solve problems in the wrong order. Planning mode helps avoid these issues. Instead of immediately editing code, Claude pauses to understand the complete picture first. This creates a roadmap that improves consistency, reduces unnecessary work, and produces more reliable results. Planning first almost always leads to better outcomes. A planning session can include many different types of information. Claude may identify project goals, organize features into logical phases, recommend implementation order, locate important files, estimate complexity, identify risks, suggest reusable components, and outline testing requirements. The plan becomes a step-by-step guide before any actual work begins. Instead of guessing what comes next, every step has a purpose. Planning mode follows a logical sequence. First, Claude carefully reads your request. Next, it examines your project's structure, documentation, and available context. Then it organizes the work into manageable tasks. Claude determines which tasks depend on others, prioritizes them, and builds a complete execution plan. Only after the plan is finished does Claude begin implementing the solution. This process reduces surprises later in the project. Planning mode is especially valuable for beginners. Instead of trying to solve an entire project at once, Claude provides a clear roadmap. You can understand what needs to happen first, what files are involved, and why each step matters. Planning also makes learning easier because you're following an organized process instead of jumping randomly between tasks. It becomes a teaching tool, not just an automation tool. To get the best results from planning mode, begin with a clear objective. Describe what you're building, explain your desired outcome, provide project context, and include any important constraints. The better your initial instructions, the more accurate Claude's plan will be. Review the plan before implementation, make adjustments if necessary, and then let Claude execute each step. Good planning saves time throughout the entire project. Planning mode helps Claude think before it acts. It organizes complex projects, creates logical workflows, reduces errors, and gives both beginners and experienced developers a clear path to success. Rather than immediately generating code, Claude first builds a roadmap that guides every decision throughout the project. Planning isn't slowing down the work, it's making the work smarter.